Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton, also known as the Inventor Lady, and hopefully, if I'm not already, your licensing agent. So today we're going to talk a little bit about that advice some of the inventors get, and then they call me and ask me about it. It's like, is this a scam? It's like, well, let me know what you've got. And sure as the world, it's like, no. When you hear something and in your gut it sounds too good to be true, it's probably not true. For example, there are companies out there that just say, oh yeah, that's a wonderful idea. I know that we can get it in. By the way, you need to pay me $10,000. When they're asking for money up front, their business model is to make money off of you and not the product. All right. These are called invention promotion companies, frequently referred to as promoters. Okay. So however they're looking at it, kind of that word promotion promoter is what's in there that you want to, get your radar going on. If you look under Wikipedia, for instance, Invention Promotion Company, you will get a lot of information. Their collective success rate is less than 1%. Really pretty sure that is not the road you want to be on. All right. So as a licensing agent, I'm aware of a lot of those scammers because you guys tell me about it. You tell me when you were taken advantage of. There's a lot of them out there and they sound really good. But again, when they sound too good to be true, when they're going to evaluate you and you have to pay them for it, no, and run. One of the guys that asked me, it's like, there's this show going on for licensing for inventors, and most of the attendees are inventors. It's like, no, it's a feeding frenzy, and you are the main course. All right, because most of the people there are trying to sell you services. All right, don't go there. Pick the show that is in your industry, the professional level show that is in your industry. All right. Your industry is not inventing or licensing. Your industry is tools, medical, pet supplies, fashion, software, car accessories. All right. For goodness sakes, I have been to the National Asphalt Show. There is a professional show for everything. But you're not looking for the one that's for inventors. All right. That is the one where they're going to eat you alive. You're the main course. All right. And they fill you full of, oh my God, that's such a wonderful idea. Yes, it's going to make. Inventing is hard. All right. I had one gentleman, he hired me. He says, you were the only one who told me this is going to be hard and it's going to cost me money. Yes, that is the reality on inventing. It is going to be hard. It's going to cost twice as much and take twice as long as you were planning. Usually does. Now, can you be successful at it? Yes, one step at a time. You're making business decisions one step at a time. All right. One of the things that irritates me the most about these promotion companies, besides the fact they take money from you up front and they can't make any better promise about getting your product to market. In fact, they've got less success getting to market than someone like me when I don't charge anything up front. As a licensing agent, my job is to work with you, all right, to find a deal and then to monitor that deal to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, right? So it's hard work and it takes time, and there's business decisions that you make one at a time based on what you learned at the last step, right? When they say, oh yeah, it's wonderful and we can do this for you. No, they're just feeding you a line so that they can charge you money. There are no guarantees in the inventing industry. It's like, look at how our economy tipped upside down with the pandemic. All right. 2019, everything is wonderful and going great and people are thriving. And by first quarter of 2020, everything is stopped. Right? Who could have predicted that? Well, all right. So like I'm saying, things happen all the time. Life gets in the way. You never know. But when a company is charging you upfront to help you, and they keep charging you upfront to help you, that should have your, scam detector flags waving like crazy. All right. Inventing is hard work. It is one step at a time. You may be on one path and you learn something at the last phase that takes you down another one. It happens. And being flexible and being open to learning things is really important. Years ago, we had a gentleman, he filed a patent. It was very narrow. He did it himself. It issued, and then he decided to go to market. Well, the patent was horrible. That's why it issued. All right. It was too narrow. When I say horrible, it was because it was too narrow. So when he actually made then improvements to the product so it was manufacturable, all right, now the patent didn't cover it anymore. Well, that was kind of silly. So when we're going through these steps, there's certain things that you do in a logical order. Go to my website, inventorlady.com. Download the Inventor's Galaxy Guide. All right, it's going to walk you through the steps in the right order. It's going to give you parameters on what things are going to cost. And it's going to tell you this is going to be hard work and you're going to learn as you go through the process. There's no be-all and end-all company out there that's going to do everything for you. That's another red flag when they say, oh, we can do it all. Nobody can do it all. Huh. You can tell I get rather worked up on all of this. One step at a time. It is not a scenario where you can listen to somebody feed you a bunch of baloney and then wonder why it wasn't successful after you paid them $10,000. It doesn't work that way. All right. Very few inventors get to actually go out and buy an island. So one step at a time in the right order. All right. You have an idea. You get a search done. You get a search done. You get a patentability opinion. You don't want to be infringing on someone. You want to know if you can file. Then you decide whether or not you should file. Then if you can, you do file. And sometimes you're working simultaneously with an engineer to go through the steps. All right. One step at a time. There are things you will have to pay for, but you can find options to all of those. All right. If you have questions, shoot me an email, rita@inventorlady.com. Call me. My phone number is everywhere. Join us at one of our meetings. All right. We have meetings for rural America, which is basically for anyone and everyone who is not connected already to a metropolitan area. And there are a lot of you out there. And then we have the Colorado-Utah meeting on the second Thursday of the month, rural America on the third Thursday of the month. Join us, reach out, ask the questions. And before you paid somebody, when you ask me a question, I don't charge you. My name is Rita Crompton. Join us.